I'm Joe Zikas from YoChicago. I'm here with Hayley and Jesse, who are currently residents in Chicago's Edgewater neighborhood. What part of Edgewater do you guys live in?
I think technically we're just north of Edgewater Glen. I have to admit the intricacies of the sub-neighborhoods of Edgewater have always kind of escaped me.
Yeah. I've heard it called Edgewater Glen more than anything.
Yeah.
It's around Granville and Broadway.
Okay, that helps locate it.
Yeah.
How long have you lived there?
Going on 2 years.
Yeah.
And you moved from where?
Rogers Park.
Okay. Which neighborhood do you like better?
Oh.
Edgewater, for sure.
Yeah.
We liked Rogers Park a lot when we lived there, but after we moved, we kind of realized that we saw the flaws, I guess.
Yeah, Edgewater was the neighborhood that I used to walk through. I would get off the train early, purposely to walk through kind of North Edgewater on my way home to Rogers Park. And I used to walk through and look at all the gardens and all the nice houses and think, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be nice to live
And
there?
you have a baby now?
We do. We do indeed.
And that works in Edgewater?
Yeah, definitely.
well.
Very well. There's lots of kids, lots of babies, lots of dogs. It's very sort of cozy and family friendly, especially our area. There's a lot of single family homes. So the population density is a little bit lower and you tend to get more families as opposed to kind of...
Give me some idea of what kind of housing options are there and what kind of rent, what do rents go for
Oh, gosh.
the area you're in? Are you in a smaller building, a larger building?
We're in, I suppose it would be a 6-flat building.
Yep.
It's kind of a non-traditional 6-flat, and so kind of an odd setup, but there are 6 apartments there, so. I'd say there's a good mix of everything there. You can get anything, like a 2 or 3 flat building. You can get more of the traditional courtyard apartment building.
And then if you cross over Broadway and the L tracks, then you've got that whole run of high rises and whatnot down kind of in the canyon kind of area. But,
Yeah.
Rent levels would be what for a 2-bedroom or for a 1-bedroom?
well, we're paying $950, heat included, and that's a steal.
Yeah, that's definitely under.
No.
I would say more like $1,000 to $1,250 would be average for a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
But there are still some deals available?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You have to look. It seems like a lot of people who are there and are landlords of the smaller buildings, they tend to try and find people to rent their apartments in more, not in the traditional ways. They don't tend to put ads in the Reader so much, or online they'll advertise with their local church, or just put a sign out front. They'll try that method first to try and get people they know first, and then after that they seem to go for more like Craigslist or Reader routes.
So if you're looking, you should really get out and walk around, is what you're saying?
Yeah, definitely. Kind of, because at least people in our pocket anyway, they're super friendly. Stop and chat. The people working out in their yards, if you like the area, just say, hey, I like the area. Do you know of anybody who's renting? And just that would be, I think, a better way to go.
We do have the nicest panhandlers in the city, though.
That we do.
What makes them better than any other panhandlers?
They're very polite.
Yeah.
They're okay with a conversation, even if you don't have any money for them. They'll just stand and chat with you for the most part.
Oh yeah. If you're not a joiner, if you like the anonymity of the city, our little pocket of Edgewater might get a little claustrophobic from time to time, just because people know you. People know you, they see you, they say hi, they stop you on the street, they talk to you. And if you're used to just sort of coming and going and not, nobody really bothering with you, it might get a little weird at first. But, it doesn't take too long to get used to it and really appreciate it, I think. And,
it's nice.
Yeah.
It feels more like a small community in our little area, where you can get to know your neighbors and actually have conversations with people, which is a nice change.
Yeah.
Rogers Park was great because there were a lot of people around, but there were a lot of people who just didn't want to be bothered, and walk from the L with your head down, you walk to your apartment and you walk inside, and if you see somebody who says hello, you might run at them or something like that. I find it to be much friendlier.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. The politics is kind of interesting. The Chamber of Commerce has a forum site where ostensibly people go to discuss Edgewater and, you know, where to go shopping and where's good restaurants and, you know, talk about schools. And that degenerates very frequently into sort of a cesspool of bickering and whatnot. And it's been interesting just kind of observing the politicking there. Lots of kind of east side of the tracks versus west side of the tracks conflict. Broadway seems to be the big divider for a lot of people. And you know, our side of the tracks is definitely seen more as the kind of yuppie, NIMBY crowd. You know, because it's mostly single-family homes. It's people who've been there for a long time.
People that you're suggesting?
I'm sorry?
Are they old yuppies? Or?
They're old yuppies.
They're old
Yeah,
yuppies.
yeah. They're old yuppies who own the big houses and who are, you know, desperately clinging to the permit parking and keeping zoning as low density as possible and whatnot. Whereas on the east side of Broadway, people seem a lot more concerned with, you know, kind of keeping amenities in the area. And if it means a little increase in traffic, oh well, they're already in a high rise. You know, they're used to the idea of high density, so it's kind of interesting to
Also,
observe.
no?
No, we love it. I mean,
I'd recommend it to anybody.
yeah,
really.
if we weren't leaving the state and we were looking to move out of our current apartment into something else, I really wouldn't see any reason to leave Edgewater, honestly.
No.
It's kind of got the best of everything, I think. Or we're just biased.
Jesse, Haley, thank you. Just to eliminate any name confusion, Haley is the one sitting on the left. Jesse is the one on the right. You never know.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.